Hello?
Hello?
I know you?
I don't think so.
No? Why are you smiling?
Why are you smiling?
I don't know.
Easy dating is over. Being single is challenging, leading to stress, anxiety, and a sense of constant isolation. Why is it really hard to meet someone naturally without forcing or planning it? Dating apps haven't worked for you and will not work because a solid relationship needs nurturing over time. This is your cue to delete all dating apps and get out there to meet your significant other. Together, we'll learn how to do it successfully and why you should quit dating apps right now. If you want to feel comfortable in your skin, you're in the right place. It's what this channel is all about. We dive into subjects like femininity, confidence, and self-care while reconciling key features of the divine feminine energy and dark feminine energy. Digital dating in the 21st century is not enough for leading a fulfilled emotional life. For each issue we will explore, there is also a dark feminine strategy that can help you overcome these challenges. Many men and most women choose dating apps hoping to find meaningful connections. They could be potentially wrong. The key principle of these apps is objectification. How do you expect to build a long-lasting connection with a man on a platform where looks matter most? Men are visual creatures. They place a lot of value on physical attributes. But if you stick to this rule, what will happen to your relationship when someone better looking comes along? Take it further and imagine 20 to 30 years in the future. With time, beauty and youth will eventually fade. What will be left? Is this type of relationship sustainable? Instead of obsessing over a new wrinkle, it would be better to build your self-esteem by also working on your personality, intellect, and interests. You must think, what choices do I have to find someone in real life? The first thing you have to do is get out there. Get out of your comfort zone and engage in activities that interest you. Take cooking classes, join a book club, and participate in sports. It's not guaranteed you'll meet someone new and suitable as a romantic partner. It is a way to pursue your interests and have exposure to meeting new people in a controlled, safe environment at the same time. Taking classes or workshops, attending social events, and even volunteering for a cause are all fantastic ways to meet people who share your values. If you are not 100% sure about your values, you can discover them by exploring your dark feminine energy, and this is how to achieve it. Be authentic and fearless, and reconnect with nature and cycles. Nature is a transformational force. By going out and enjoying the feeling of the earth beneath your feet or the sound of wind rustling through the tree leaves, you'll learn to focus on your inner being. You can shift away from shallow judgments and learn more about human connection and its ever-changing and cyclical nature. After all, this is what we all crave. Connection, right? Well, it depends. A recent statistic shows that there are more male users on dating apps. A higher percentage of the female users look for an exclusive romantic partner online. Compared to this, a higher percentage of men used apps to find a non-exclusive romantic partner or to cheat on their significant other, and even a higher percentage of men use dating apps to have casual sex. So, let's assume you find someone seemingly suitable for a long-term relationship. What about his reason for using a dating app? It might differ from yours. That brings us to another risk of using dating apps, and that is ghosting. A dating platform allows users discretion, but in turn, it favors the sudden withdrawal from the conversation and sometimes even disrespectful behavior. For both men and women, this can negatively impact self-esteem and well-being. The constant swiping paired with superficial selection criteria can trigger body image issues. Instead of making yourself an easy target for shallow judgment, why not live a little? In real life, you can attend social gatherings in your community and even parties. A charity event or a cultural festival can be the perfect setting where people with similar preferences usually meet. Another option is to explore local hangouts, like cafes and parks, or join networking events and attend social or professional meetups in your industry. Even if you don't find Prince charming, you'll still expand your professional connections. If you also want to apply a dark feminine energy solution, focus on self-acceptance and self-love. A sense of self-worth is like a barrier protecting you from external negativity. It stems from fully accepting who you are and integrating past mistakes and flaws. Not to mention that lying on dating apps is something that both genders are equally guilty of. Women tend to use better-looking or heavily edited pictures, while men might hide they are already in a relationship. It is ridiculous to think that you can build a relationship by lying from the very beginning. Some profiles have inaccurate information that leads to disappointment. Others intentionally deceive potential dating partners. For a woman, this also raises questions about safety. One can never verify the real intentions of a person just by looking at their online profile. So, meeting strangers on these platforms can sometimes be a risk of harassment. Let's check on 2 practical alternatives to meet someone in real life. Try to be approachable and strike up conversations. Of course, this implies you should also be selective. Whether you're at the gym or waiting in line at Starbucks, a simple hello should do the trick. Don't forget to keep a relaxed stance. Open body language, eye contact, and a friendly smile will encourage a man to initiate a conversation. Another option is your social circles. If you attend a party or meetup, let your friends know you are open to a potentially romantic connection. They might already have someone in mind. Different from a dating app, in a social circle, the risk of getting harassed is minimal since mutual friends are involved. A dark feminine energy trick to avoid unwanted advances and even harassment is to get to know your relationships and admit if and when these connections no longer serve your well-being. When you analyze and learn from past failed connections, you get to read people intuitively, so you avoid difficult situations like a date gone wrong. A woman in touch with her feminine intuition and who is naturally self-aware will observe red flags and a difficult personality. For example, an aggressive or deceitful man will trigger emotional and physical sensations that will keep your guard up. Your mindset is what needs to change first when transitioning away from dating apps. Problem number 1 is we expect instant gratification. If we want to meet someone without involving tech and algorithms, accept that your expectations and the timeline might not fall in place. Patience becomes the main ingredient in this recipe. An individual will not reveal their true self at the swipe of a finger. It takes more than instant judgments for trust to blossom. When you exercise patience, your mindset focuses on appreciating the journey. The more time you invest in discovering someone new, the stronger the connection it creates. And if you think you are wasting time you invest in getting to know someone, then you're not supposed to be in a relationship in the first place. If you commit to this connection unprepared and fearful of wasting time, you need to learn to let go of the trauma that fosters these thoughts. Take time to self-reflect and double-check your standards. Do you demand more from a potential significant other, or are you settling for crumbs? Be realistic about your strengths and weaknesses. What are you objectively bringing to the table? It could be an issue if your offer doesn't match your demands. You should focus on your values, emotional intelligence, and communication skills. Here's why these are important. Shared values will bring mutual understanding in a relationship. Both of you should feel the same. Emotional intelligence will help you confront problems with empathy as a couple. Communication is key because you learn to share the same love language. It helps you build on mutual openness. For genuine interactions, there are no digital shortcuts. Your dating life will stop being hectic and ruled by constant swiping on some random profiles. Now, let's go over the steps together once more. Number 1. Get out of your comfort zone. Work on your self-esteem, interests, personality, and intellect. Number 2. Participate in group activities and attend social gatherings. Number 3. Express your interest in being in a relationship and expand your social circle. Number 4. Be open and approachable. Let it show in your body language, voice, and smile. Number 5. Filter your relationships. Admit if they no longer serve your well-being. Practice self-acceptance and self-love. Number 6. Be patient and prioritize building meaningful connections. Number 7. Reflect on your standards in seeking a significant other. In real life, getting to know someone takes time. Enjoy the process, be patient, and allow your relationships to develop organically.